In the wake of a 42% drop in the Bloomberg Subdial Watch Index, it's clear that the so-called hype watch market is more unstable than many collectors realized. Social media algorithms and grey market dealers have played a major role, fueling artificial demand and creating speculative bubbles that rarely reflect intrinsic value. As Paul Thorpe, a respected UK watch dealer, points out, the grey market dealers weren't just riding the wave, they were creating it. So, what defines a true investment-grade timepiece? The answer isn't found in chasing the latest trend, it's in the data. Today, we'll reveal 5 watches the numbers show are poised to become future classics, each with qualities the mainstream market is currently overlooking. What if you could own a watch that not only outperformed its successors, but also marked the beginning of one of the greatest brand resurgences in modern watchmaking? Let's take a closer look at the Tudor Black Bay, specifically reference 79220, a watch that quietly became the cornerstone of Tudor's modern resurgence. When it launched in 2012, the Black Bay marked a turning point for the brand, signaling a renewed focus on blending heritage cues with modern reliability. While its design did nod to classic Tudor elements, the real investment story centers on its movement, the ETA caliber. At first, the market dismissed the ETA-powered Black Bay as an interim step, especially after Tudor introduced its in-house MT5602 movement in 2015. Collectors rushed toward the new in-house models, viewing them as more prestigious, and prices for the ETA versions dipped. What if I told you Tudor's in-house movement actually hurt value in the short term? Well, that's exactly what happened. As the market pivoted, early Black Bays became overlooked and undervalued. As Michael Stockton of Fratello Watches puts it, there's a certain romanticism to these early ETA models now. They represent the last time Tudor looked outside its walls, creating a unique, less sterile character. That overlooked status, combined with the model's discontinuation in 2016, set the stage for a significant shift in collector sentiment. Over the past several years, demand for the Black Bay has reversed course. The model's initial retail price was $3,425, but clean, full-set examples now routinely trade between $4,500 and $6,000, a roughly 75% appreciation over original MSRP. While newer Black Bays with in-house movements often see a 10 to 20% dip on the secondary market, the ETA-powered 79220 continues to climb. This price trajectory isn't just about nostalgia. It reflects the model's significance as the watch that signaled Tudor's transition from homage brand to industry leader. For collectors, the 79220 is more than just an undervalued reference. It's a tangible piece of Tudor's transformation. A watch that captures the brand's renewed identity and the market's shifting perception of value. The data supports its status as a future classic, and the story behind its rise offers a clear lesson in how market sentiment can change quickly in the world of luxury watches. But what if one of the world's most important chronograph movements was hiding in plain sight, at a fraction of the price of its competitors? The Zenith Chronomaster El Primero stands as a benchmark in watchmaking, offering collectors a movement with a legacy few can match. Introduced in 1969, the El Primero was the world's first fully integrated automatic chronograph, and its high-frequency movement, 36,000 vibrations per hour, delivers 1/10 second precision. This technical advantage set a new standard for accuracy among chronographs, outpacing many luxury competitors that operate at lower frequencies. Despite its innovations, Zenith has often remained under the radar compared to giants like Rolex and Omega. Yet the watch industry itself has recognized the El Primero's importance. From 1988 to 2000, Rolex selected a modified version of this movement, the Caliber 4030, to power its Daytona chronograph. This decision wasn't incidental. Rolex chose the El Primero because it represented the pinnacle of automatic chronograph engineering at the time. That partnership alone underscores the El Primero's technical pedigree and enduring relevance. Market data reveals a striking value gap. The Zenith Chronomaster Original currently trades on the secondary market for about $7,500, while a modern Rolex Daytona often commands close to $28,000. You get horological history and performance for about 1/4 of a Daytona's price. This pricing anomaly offers a rare opportunity: access to a movement with proven credentials, historical significance, and a direct link to one of the most coveted watches in the world. Expert voices reinforce the El Primero's appeal. As Seiko notes, to own an El Primero is to own a piece of the very soul of the Swiss chronograph. This isn't just about specifications, it's about what the movement represents: a blend of innovation, reliability, and an unbroken line of technical achievement. The Chronomaster Original's value proposition is rooted in both its engineering and its place in watchmaking history. For collectors, the El Primero offers a compelling mix of legacy and performance without the premium attached to more hyped brands. Its technical merits and historical connections position it as a strong candidate for future appreciation. While the El Primero demonstrates the power of technical innovation and market history, there are watches that challenge expectations in other ways, particularly in finishing and craftsmanship. The Grand Seiko Snowflake, specifically the SBGA 211, stands out for its ability to deliver finishing and technology typically reserved for watches at much higher price points. This model has become a reference point for collectors who prioritize true craftsmanship and innovation over brand prestige alone. As Jack Forster once observed, the most common reaction from someone handling a Grand Seiko for the first time is a moment of quiet confusion, followed by the question, "Why doesn't this cost more?" That sense of surprise underscores the Snowflake's unique value proposition. One of the Snowflake's defining features is its distortion-free mirror polish, achieved through Grand Seiko's Zaratsu technique. This level of finishing, found on the case and hands, is directly comparable to what you'd expect from Swiss watches priced at $20,000 or more. The effect is subtle but striking. Under various lighting conditions, the case reflects its environment with clarity, reinforcing the perception of quality and attention to detail. The dial, inspired by the texture of freshly fallen snow, adds to its distinctiveness while remaining understated. The technical side is equally compelling. The Snowflake is powered by a mainspring and regulated by quartz, achieving a precision of plus or minus 1 second per day. This spring drive movement represents a hybrid approach, combining the reliability of mechanical power with the accuracy of quartz regulation. The result is not only outstanding timekeeping, but also a continuous, smooth sweep of the second hand, a detail that sets it apart from traditional mechanical watches, which typically exhibit a noticeable tick. At an MSRP of $6,200, the Snowflake's pricing highlights its competitive advantage. Comparable Swiss models from Patek Philippe or Vacheron Constantin with similar levels of finishing often start at 3 or 4 times that price. Collectors have taken note, with many remarking on the Snowflake's ability to offer a level of artistry and innovation rarely found at this tier. As one enthusiast commented after switching from a mainstream luxury brand, the Snowflake felt like a piece of art I could wear. This combination of finishing, technology, and value positions the Grand Seiko Snowflake as a future classic for those seeking substance over status. For collectors interested in design heritage and scarcity, the next watch on our list offers a lesson in enduring appeal. The Cartier Tank Solo XL stands out as a modern expression of one of watchmaking's most enduring icons. With its rectangular case, Roman numerals and blue cabochon crown, the Solo XL remains instantly recognizable, carrying forward a design language that has defined Cartier since 1917. What set the Solo XL apart during its production was its slightly larger proportions and the inclusion of an automatic movement, features that made it both practical and relevant for contemporary collectors. Since production stopped in 2021, the Tank Solo XL has become notably scarce, and the impact on its value is clear. Originally retailing for about $3,550, the watch now trades in the $4,200 to $5,200 range on the secondary market, reflecting an approximate 45% increase in value over just 4 years. This appreciation is driven by a combination of limited supply and sustained demand for a watch that offers both historical significance and everyday versatility. The lack of a direct replacement has only heightened collector interest, positioning the Solo XL as a key target for those seeking a piece of Cartier's legacy. Christie's auction house describes the Tank as not just a watch, it is a definitive design object of the 20th century. The Solo XL delivered this legacy in a format that appeals to modern tastes, making it accessible without sacrificing the core elements that have made the Tank a mainstay in horological history. Its ability to transition seamlessly from formal to casual settings while maintaining the unmistakable Cartier presence adds to its broad appeal. Compared to competitors like the Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso, the Tank Solo XL stands out for offering the gravitas of a true design classic at a more attainable price point. Cartier's growing reputation as a serious watchmaker further strengthens the argument for its classic models, and the Solo XL's discontinued status has only increased its desirability among collectors who recognize both its design pedigree and investment potential. Next, a watch so discreet its quality hides in plain sight. The Jaeger-LeCoultre Master Control Date, specifically referent Q4018420, represents a different kind of value in the luxury watch market, one grounded in technical rigor and the legacy of quiet excellence. Jaeger-LeCoultre is often called the watchmaker's watchmaker, a title earned through decades of supplying movements to the most respected names in Swiss horology, including the so-called Holy Trinity. Yet, the brand's approach to marketing remains understated. As the 1916 company puts it, Jaeger-LeCoultre has always been the thinking person's choice. They don't scream, they whisper. This philosophy has led to a market inefficiency, where the quality of their watches far exceeds the attention they receive. A defining feature of the Master Control Date is Jaeger-LeCoultre's 1,000-hour testing protocol. Unlike the industry-standard COSC certification, which focuses primarily on movement accuracy, JLC's process evaluates the entire watch. Each piece undergoes extensive checks for shock resistance, performance under temperature variations, power reserve consistency, and water resistance. This comprehensive approach ensures exceptional reliability and durability, setting a standard that few competitors match. The result is a timepiece that quietly delivers best-in-class dependability without relying on external validation or marketing hype. The market performance of the Master Control Date highlights a striking anomaly. While the retail price stands at $9,300, pre-owned examples from the past several years are available for $4,800 to $6,200, a 40% discount for a watch that consistently outperforms in terms of quality and reliability. This pricing gap isn't due to any shortcoming in the product itself, but rather to Jaeger-LeCoultre's decision to invest in engineering over image. For collectors and investors, This presents a clear opportunity: access to a watch with exceptional finishing, technical pedigree, and a heritage that rivals or surpasses better-known brands at a notably lower cost. Compared to other respected names like Omega or IWC, Jaeger-LeCoultre's master control date offers a superior blend of craftsmanship, movement quality, and understated design. For those who value substance over status, it stands as one of the most compelling options in today's market. With these 5 examples, you'll see how to spot the next wave of future classics. Understanding what sets these watches apart is essential as the luxury watch market continues to evolve. As the market recalibrates, the segment between $5,000 and $20,000 shows notable resilience, with Boston Consulting Group reporting stable demand, even as speculative interest fades. Victoria Gomelsky notes social media hype fueled unsustainable demand. But today's buyers are asking smarter questions. This shift favors collectors who rely on data and fundamentals. With the Capital Caviar framework, focus on 1. Historical significance, 2. Scarcity and production numbers, 3. Technical innovation, 4. Market price anomalies, and 5. Independent expert validation. These criteria help you identify undervalued watches with true long-term potential. Comment below on which future classic excites you most, and subscribe for more analytical insights. The path forward is clear. Move beyond hype and let data-driven analysis guide your next investment.